Take me out of here. We're all so busy still believing, running free inside the gates. Don't you know the rules? They took the prophets and the fools, got them staring at the moon.
Okay. We are having an absolute blast in the studio today, and we're in the middle of this session, so I'm going to do this behind the scenes kind of really quick and maybe try to get a touch of them playing. I think they're going to do 1 or 2 more takes, but we've got Palm of Granite in today, which is got a fantastic drummer, Sammy Watson, who I've known forever on drums, and this band is so freaking cool, man. We're tracking live, as you can see right here. We've got the guitar spot. Raffi's playing with a acoustic guitar, going through some really cool effects. We have an SM7B set up. We're doing scratch vocals today. Gonna redo them later. That's the only thing that'll get redone. And then we have a plexiglass right here, so we can have good line of sight, but it's blocking out, oh my lord, there is next to no bleed into this acoustic. It's kind of crazy. Plus, I don't know if you can see this down here, he has a muffle in the sound hole that's helping considerable. And then what I'm doing is I took some pieces of foam. As you can see, we just gaff taped them on the sides of the plexi just to kill some of the reflection, because plexi reflection gets really nasty. Guitars, or bass, sorry. Got a couple here, but we've been going with the Fender Jazz bass. Couple pedals, got a little Hartke. Just giving a little bit of compression. It sounds good. You can hear the nice loud volume. Drums. We'll go backwards. Rooms, my trusty 4080s. And this kit, this is cool. And when they get this stuff out, I cannot wait for you to hear this, because it's going to be really cool. This is a 26 by 18-inch kick drum. I can tell even on the video screen, this is doing no justice to just how big this thing is. It is gigantic. And it's got a pillow in it, but it sounds pretty wide open. So what we've done on the mic, so let me go around here. Sorry, it's kamikaze. I'm trying to do this while they're taking a quick break so I don't break the flow here. But I've decided to put mics together kind of in zones. So we have 14 mics total, but not necessarily all together. The room mics can obviously be used with anything. For overheads, I have a pair of Delphos in a spaced pair, and I have a mono Fathead 2. Mainly so you can have a stereo image of the kit, or he can go mono. Now in front, back out here in one of my favorite spots, there is an Audio-Technica AT4047. Same distance from the overhead, the snare, as the overheads are. So you can go with a nice 3-mic setup, very, very organic. You could use that 4047 and then the Fathead 2. You have a mono setup. The kick, we do have one mic. We have an ATM, the 250, barely inside the hole, my homemade sub kick, and a CS5. It's hard to explain how much low end the sub kick is getting. It's massive. It literally shakes the freaking walls. It's so cool. Then to keep things, we're not going for anything bright. They wanted organic, 83,000 on the hats, and he's got some nice Sabian, what are these things called? Custom shop? Sound really, really good. A big and nasty ride. This thing, fantastic. Oh my god, it's got such a nice articulation. Now, moving on. Down here on the snare, I don't know if you can see this, I have my 57 that was made by Joe Vazzetti. Good friend, fantastic engineer, and it's bent because Sammy's hi-hats, this is really close. It's like basically a hand's width. There's not a lot of room right here. And then I just have a piece of foam I've cut around it that is helping just keep a little of the bleed out. You know, it's not doing a ton, but every little bit counts. High LPR 30s on the toms. You can hear how loud some of the headphone mixes are. It's crazy. But from Sammy's view, staring straight at Raffi, we got bass here. Everybody can see each other, and the bleed is very, very nice. Or non-existent. Got a couple panels here in the back, just soaking a little bit of the reflection off the walls up, so it's not too bright. Get out behind the kit. But that's what we got going today. Everything's going through the Trident, except the bass is going through a Tone Lux. MP5A into a WA76, and then the overheads are actually going through my overstayer VCAs. But other than that, guitar, we've got 2 channels. We have the affected channel, and then we split it with an ABY, so we're also taking just a clean feed, both going straight in the Trident, and that's that. So anyway, it looks like they're back in listening, so I got to get going. I'll try to get a little piece of maybe one of the next takes or something. Anyway, hope you're all making some kick-ass music. See you around. Woo!
All these